This is not
No, I'm not going to change it later because I use this for all of my coaches to have access to all of the work that I've done. Here's what I mean. So if you click on the public folder here, now all this is a big online hard drive. That's all it is. Click on Coach Training. If you want to see tonight's PowerPoint, it's right there. You have the login, you have the password. But for me and the coaches who I've sponsored, if you know me, you know I spend copious amounts of time trying to figure out new things, trying to figure out what works, trying to figure out how to build my business and how I can help lead other people build theirs. Why? We're all about not reinventing the wheel, right? So I put all my work, all of my labor in Dropbox and then give that login and password to my coaches and say, go here, pull this down and customize it. Instead of them saying, can you send me that file? Because do we have enough email already?
Yeah.
So now, instead of them relying on me, I empower them to go do it. If you go click on parent folder, I've done a bunch of stuff on Shakeology and I've had some really good success with that. Click on Shakeology. And then there's a ton of stuff that I've done. You know, all kinds of things. So how to show a client who's on Home Direct Shakeology that they can save over $300 a year if they buy it as a coach. Well, I have the. Just scroll down a little bit. So if you click on Shakeology Savings Coach, which we won't do that now, but or did we?
Nope.
Shakeology Savings Coach. That's the PDF. They can't edit it, but that's what I would send out to a client. If they want to edit it themselves, here's the Excel file. So they can go and customize it themselves. But my point is, from an organization standpoint, we need to be organized. This is just an easy way for me to be organized and empower the coaches who are on my team. Okay? So if you're interested, let me know, and I will send you a referral from Dropbox. And the benefit of that is every time I send a referral out to somebody and they accept it, they add another 250 megabytes of free space for me. So right now, with all the stuff that I have on there, I'm only using 11% of the space. And so
how much does it cost?
It's free.
Oh, it is free.
I'm not
So
into
why
paying
do they
for it.
give you more just because you have more referrals?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
And it will be free for you too. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and go back to the... Okay, so those are some things that I use to keep myself organized and help my team be organized. Big one is marketing. Okay. So the question I ask all of my coaches is, what is your brand going to be? I forget who said it, but as we were coming in tonight, I was sitting here and someone said, is this the Beachbody thing? And someone else said, yeah, Forward Fitness is just his brand. Yes, you're right. That's my brand. Forward Fitness is what I'm all about. Now, it pales in comparison to P90X, which is why I'm wearing a P90X shirt and not a Forward Fitness shirt. But that's okay. You know, Forward Fitness is going to make its way there. So, what is your brand? What are you going to call yourself? You've heard Craig and others say, go make your own, web address. He's right. Go create a unique web address. Why? Because if you send people to your Beachbody profile, and for me it's teambeachbody.com/fitmc, and people are like, what was it? I can't remember after the slash. What do they end up doing? They go to teambeachbody.com, they sign up for whatever, and they get assigned to Melissa.
Yay.
You know, and they don't get assigned to you. Whereas if you create forwardfitness.com or whatever it is that you have, and you customize your website, so where go to my homepage, click on the link at the top to sign up for a free profile, that link is going to be unique to your coach ID, and you make it bulletproof. You don't lose your client that you've been prospecting and working so hard to get. No brainer, you got to do it. Invest in a logo, a design, a special font, or some unique colors. Some of that stuff can be really expensive. Some of it is completely free. You can download stuff off the internet just to get some really cool, crazy font if you want. I happen to have a good friend of mine who I've done business with and still do, who is a genius when it comes to graphic design, and he's the one who came up with my logo in the corner. You notice that we go through every slide and I'm subliminally reinforcing my brand on you because it's in the corner. That's what we need to start doing with our clients, because we are, I'm getting ahead, but perception is reality, and whatever perception you put on your customers is going to be their reality. And so we reinforce with whatever your brand is. Do something to become memorable. I can't tell you what that is for you. I can barely figure it out for myself. But do something to become memorable with your clients. And the last one on here, details really do make the difference. And I'm going to pick on Margaret in a good way for a change and say, Margaret called me up this week and she goes, Marty, I have a new customer who's doing P90X. I don't know anything about P90X. And they wanted to know, do you do all 12 DVDs in a row or what? She had no clue. And I said, no, you don't. You got to follow a classic schedule, lean schedule, whatever. And I said, why don't you let them know that? I said, but don't just tell them, don't just refer them to a website. You be the expert. Instead, you go find out what that schedule is. You put it on a Word document. You put your logo in the corner, at the top, at the bottom, whatever, and customize the schedule. Margaret's, super awesome fitness training.com.
Super awesome.
And save it as a PDF and send it back to them. So now they have a P90X document with your website and contact information on it, and you look legit. Their perception is what you make of it. All of a sudden, Margaret, who's never done P90X before, is a bit of an authority on P90X. You're being shrewd, and you're being smart. Okay.
I want you all to look at my dog real fast.
He's a little uncomfortable.
That's what Vince.
It's awesome.
It's like they're done.
Okay, so
Oh, you got a picture of it. Yay!
a picture is worth what?
1,000 words.
Well,
$1,000,000
not just 1,000 words, but what else?
$1,000.
For me, it's 129 new leads on Facebook.
Nice.
A couple months ago when I put this picture online, I had no idea what I was about to encounter.
Nice fence. Nice fence.
Yeah, nice grass. That was a couple months ago in Melissa's backyard. But I had no idea what I was about to encounter. I had people from all over the world contacting me on Facebook. Yes, human beings are that shallow. They see a picture and they're like, wow, will you train me? Wow, whatever. But you know what? That's reality. So we're going to have to take advantage of it. Not only is it worth 129 new leads on Facebook, but of those I got 37 new clients.
What? Very good.
And
Who
one
took
new
that
coach.
picture?
And one new coach.
Yay!
And I'm really glad that coach came on board about a little over a week ago, because otherwise this slide wouldn't have been nearly as cool without having a coach. But whatever it is, whatever the picture is it your before and after picture that's going to inspire people? Because guess what? I mean, I was in decent shape before I got into this kind of shape. And so for someone to look at a guy who's in pretty good shape already and then who gets in a little bit better shape, that's not inspiring for a lot of people. That's not really motivating for a lot of people. So I had to figure out, okay, how can I get that same wow effect as someone who goes from weighing 300 pounds and 40% body fat down to 10% body fat. For me, I got lucky, and I think the photographer got lucky, and just caught this really cool picture.
It is very cool.
So you figure out whatever it is that you're going to do, but your picture is really going to can be worth all of that stuff. Now, I should say that aside from the new coach and the 1,000 words, the 129.37 are my best approximate. It's around there. I didn't actually physically count them, but I went back and gave my best shot. Okay. So there you go.
You even moved the grass.
Yeah, you like?
The grass
That's
is
kind of
green.
cool. The inspect blades of glass. The other thing is, if you go ahead, if you shoot a video of yourself, it's a good way to go viral. Now that picture.